If you're thinking about moving to South Carolina and you're stuck trying to decide between Summerville and Mount Pleasant, I get it. This is one of the most common comparisons that people make when relocating to the Charleston area. And honestly, it's a good one. Both towns offer something special, but they're also really different. And the choice that you make could shape your lifestyle, your budget, and even your day-to-day happiness in ways that you might not expect. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through exactly what it's like to live in each town, not just on paper, but in real life. And by the end, you will know exactly which place fits what you're looking for. So let's start with what probably brought you here in the first place. You're likely moving from out of state. Maybe you're chasing better weather, lower costs, more space, or just a slower, more peaceful lifestyle. South Carolina checks a lot of those boxes, especially compared to the Northeast, California, or parts of the Midwest. But once you zoom in on the Charleston area, the differences start to show. And two towns that come up again and again are Summerville and Mount Pleasant. They're both popular, they're both growing, but when you look closer, they offer two totally different experiences. The biggest thing that most people notice right away is the cost. Mount Pleasant is significantly more expensive than Summerville. You could look at two houses that have the same square footage, same layout, and one in Mount Pleasant might cost a couple $100,000 more. This is depending on the neighborhood and the proximity to the water. And the main reason? Location. Mount Pleasant sits just across the bridge from downtown Charleston. You can hop in your car and you can be in the heart of the city in about 10 to 15 minutes. You have easy access to the beaches at Isle of Palms and Sullivan's Island. Plus, you have waterfront dining, marinas, and that classic low country coastal vibe. But here's the thing, location isn't everything. Because what you're really paying for in Mount Pleasant is convenience and status. The schools are highly rated, the neighborhoods are well maintained, and it feels very polished. Think manicured lawns, golf communities, upscale grocery stores, and national retail chains mixed in with locally owned boutiques and restaurants. It's clean, it's organized, and it has that planned community feel in a lot of areas. If you're someone who likes that level of polish, the master plan neighborhoods with amenities like pools, walking trails, and tennis courts, then Mount Pleasant will probably feel like a win. But what if that's not your style? Or what if your budget just doesn't stretch that far? That's where Summerville starts to shine. Summerville is about 35 to 45 minutes from downtown Charleston, depending on the traffic. It's not coastal, and no, you are not going to walk to the beach. But you are going to get so much more house for your money. And not just the house. You're going to get more yard, more privacy, more breathing room in general. A lot of the newer neighborhoods in Summerville offer larger lots, open floor plans, and community features like pools, dog parks, and walking trails. You're going to find a mix of styles from traditional brick homes to new construction with more modern farmhouse designs. And the best part is that you can actually afford them. My name is Deneen. I'm a realtor here in Charleston, South Carolina, and the surrounding Low Country. As the Southern Living Yankee, I love helping people just like you buy and sell homes in the Charleston area. I specialize in helping people relocate to Charleston from out of state because I've been there and I've done it myself. I understand how exciting but still overwhelming a big move can be, but that's why I'm here, to help you every step of the way. If you're ready to make a move and you want a personalized, hands-on experience, reach out today. You can send me a text, shoot me an email, or even just pick up the phone and call. So let me give you a real-world example. A 4-bedroom, 3-bath home with a fenced-in yard and a 2-car garage in Mount Pleasant, it might run you close to $900,000, depending on the neighborhood. In Summerville, that same size and style home might be closer to $450,000 to $600,000. That difference can mean a smaller mortgage, less financial pressure, or simply more budget left over for travel, home upgrades, or just lifestyle experiences. Now, let's talk about lifestyle. This is where things get really interesting. Mount Pleasant has a faster pace. It's not as busy as downtown Charleston, but it definitely has a suburban hustle. You've got your Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, and Target. You have gyms, yoga studios, and golf courses. There are beautiful waterfront parks like Shem Creek where you can kayak with dolphins in the morning and maybe grab some fresh seafood in the evening. Mount Pleasant feels very put together. If that sounds like you, if you want to live somewhere that feels polished and close to everything, it's probably a strong contender for you. Summerville, on the other hand, it leans into its small town charm. It's not trying to be Charleston. It definitely has its own vibe. It's a little slower, a little more relaxed, and a little more southern. The historic downtown area is full of small shops, antique stores, and local restaurants. You have farmers markets on the weekend, community festivals in the spring and fall, and you have front porches where people still wave at each other as they walk by. It's warm, it's welcoming, and it feels like a place where you can really settle in and create a life. Now, if you're raising a family, schools might be top of mind. Mount Pleasant is part of the Charleston County School District, and it consistently ranks among the best in the region. You have award-winning elementary schools, strong middle schools, and you have competitive high schools. Many parents move to Mount Pleasant specifically for the schools. Summerville is a bit more mixed. It's served by Dorchester District 2 and Berkeley County School Districts, depending on the neighborhood. Some schools are fantastic, others are just average, but the key here is which part of Summerville that you live in. Neighborhoods like Nexton and Cane Bay, for example, are newer planned communities with some great schools, strong community engagement, and tons of amenities. These are the neighborhoods that are drawing families from all over the country. So let's talk about commuting for a second. If you're working remotely, this really may not matter much, but if you're driving into Charleston or North Charleston for work, it definitely will. Mount Pleasant gives you a straight shot over the Ravenel Bridge into downtown Charleston, but it's not always quick. Morning traffic can get pretty thick, and there are only so many ways in and out. Summerville, on the other hand, sits along Interstate 26, and while that highway can also get congested, some neighborhoods have access to back roads or planned infrastructure improvements. It really comes down to where your job is located and how much time you want to spend in the car. This might be a good time to rehook you, because if you're feeling like both towns still sound appealing, you're not crazy. A lot of people wrestle with this decision, and that's why I always encourage clients to do two things. First, get super clear on your daily lifestyle, and second, be honest about your budget and your long-term goals. The perfect location means nothing if it stretches you financially, and a great deal loses its shine if it puts you 90 minutes from the things that you care about the most. So, quick break here. If you've made it this far and you're still with me, I just want to say thank you. I'm Deneen, and I help people relocate to the Charleston area every single week. If this video has been helpful so far, give it a like or drop a question in the comments. I personally respond, and your feedback helps me to know what videos to make next. So let's zoom in on some neighborhoods for a moment. In Mount Pleasant, places like Ion, Dunes West, Carolina Park, and Old Village all offer unique vibes. Ion is walkable, charming, and full of Charleston-style architecture. Dunes West has a country club feel with golf and water access. Carolina Park is family-friendly with top-rated schools. Old Village is historic, close to the harbor, and absolutely gorgeous, but it's also pricey. In Summerville, you're going to want to check out areas like Nexton, which is one of the most popular master plan communities in the state. It has its own shopping, dining, schools, and even its own vibe. It's sort of like a town within a town. Cane Bay is another great option, especially for families. It's massive, full of newer homes, parks, trails, and a strong sense of community. If you want a little more history and charm, you want to look near downtown Summerville. This is where you're going to find older homes, oak-lined streets, and a true southern small-town feel. Now, let's talk weather and outdoor lifestyle. Both towns enjoy that warm, humid, low-country climate with hot summers and mild winters. You're going to be able to spend time outside pretty much year-round, whether it's grilling on your back deck, walking through local trails, or heading to a nearby park. Mount Pleasant definitely has the edge when it comes to quick beach access. You can be swimming, surfing, or paddleboarding in just minutes. But Summerville also has its own outdoor parks. You have large green spaces, family parks, and easy access to lakes and nature trails. Okay, so let's bring this home. If you value convenience, beach access, highly rated schools, and a polished suburban feel, and your budget allows for it, then Mount Pleasant is probably going to feel like the right fit. But if you want more space, more value, and a slower pace without sacrificing access to Charleston, Summerville offers a lifestyle that many people love, especially families, retirees, and remote workers who don't need to be downtown every day. If you're still not sure, here's what I suggest you do next. Watch these two videos, my Mount Pleasant overview and my Summerville overview. In those, we take a closer look at which parts of Summerville or Mount Pleasant match different lifestyles, budgets, and family needs. It's a great next step if you are seriously considering the area, but you want to narrow it down with confidence. My name is Deneen. I'm a realtor here in Charleston, South Carolina, and the surrounding areas. As the Southern Living Yankee, I love helping people buy and sell homes in the Charleston areas. I specialize in helping people relocate to Charleston from out of state because I've been there and I've done it myself. I understand how exciting but still overwhelming a big move can be. But that's why I'm here, to help you every step of the way. If you're ready to make a move and you want a hands-on, personalized experience, reach out today. You can shoot me a text, send me an email, or just pick up the phone and call. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell too. Thank you so much for joining me. So long for today.